Yeah, it's your boy DJ Kane back here with another video. So I'm doing something a little different tonight. Top 10 things that DJs hate. Now I'm making this video for y'all because when you go out, you guys are probably wondering like, why are the DJs so, mad about this and this and that? Well, listen, this video is going to help you out because I'm going to give you the top 10 things that DJs absolutely hate. My name is DJ Kane. I'm based out here in Dallas, Texas, and I've been DJing for almost 10 years. And this is coming from my personal experience and the experience of some of my friends in this DJ thing. All right, so let's get into it. Top 10 things that DJs hate. Let's go. Number 10, no bar hospitality. So what does this mean? They don't give you a bar tab. They don't give you a hookah tab. They don't let all your friends in. The whole gang can't pull up for free. A lot of clubs don't be doing that. Most clubs do give you like a bar tab, like $25, $30-ish. Maybe they might give you a free meal if you're playing at a restaurant, but most places ain't gonna let you bring your whole family and auntie and them to the club for free, especially when they got a cover charge. You know what I'm saying? They got to pay bills too. So I put this kind of low on the list because I don't think, especially, you really shouldn't be worried about a high bar tab because, the average drink is going to cost you about $7, $8. At least down here, it costs about $7 to $8, right? If you're complaining about a tab that's only $20, I mean, listen, you probably shouldn't be drinking that much anyway while you're DJing, but, to each his own. Some people really need the juice to get them going through the night. Me personally, I really don't think you need all that, but listen, again, I put this so low on the list because there are some clubs that do not give the DJs like a open tab or a free meal, and some people actually don't like that. They like to be taken care of. Now, if it's a big club, they should at least get you like, front parking spot or something so you can load in all your equipment, but you really, listen, bro, the whole gang can't come. If they really support you, they would pay the cover charge to support you. Think about that. If they really your homies, if you say, hey man, I can't get y'all in free, but y'all got to pay the cut, and they got an attitude about it, they probably ain't your homies. So think about that. Number 9, bad opener DJs. And I'm saying this because I was a bad opener DJ. Some venues have multiple DJs during the night. They got the main DJs that start around midnight, and they got the openers that start maybe like around 9 or 10. If you got a bad opener who is just total trash, it can affect the whole night because people might want to leave or bounce to another bar, another club, whatever. So you got to make sure that your opener DJs are on point, that they just really got it. Sometimes the opener DJ should be as good as the main DJs. Now, let me tell you this. There's a problem that a lot of opener DJs do, and that's they what's called burning the DJ. It's a term that I learned from personal experience, and it's like you play a lot of the hit songs too early. You know what I mean? And, with the whole etiquette and DJing, it's like they don't like playing songs more than once. So if you playing, whatever's popping, like Way Too Sexy Drake, right? That's popping right now, right? In 2021. You playing that at 10:30. That's kind of too early, I guess. So it's like DJs don't kind of want to play that twice, even though personally I think you can play maybe 2 songs twice, no more than that. But yeah, opener DJs got to be on point. Another thing is like if you're playing at a venue that has maybe a standardized set, okay, so they only have CDJs, no controllers are usually there, right? And the opener DJ has a controller. Well, the transition is going to be a little rough if he's not used to playing on the house system. So, yeah, man, if you are like a headlining DJ, I would ask the owner or the promoters, like, who's going to be my opener DJ? Because I want to check in with him to make sure he knows how to work the equipment and that he knows not to burn me during my set. All right. Number 8. Messy DJ booths. We've seen them all. You walk behind a DJ booth, it looks like a hurricane just smack dab hit the whole thing, okay? If you see this at a venue, it's not a good sign, okay? Because a venue that has a dirty DJ booth, just cords everywhere, just broken glass and gum all over the DJ booth, I mean, do they really care about their DJs like that? You know what I mean? You gotta really think about it. Like, you want something that's clean and safe. You don't want to be at somewhere that looks like a fire hazard that you could just kind of plug into the wrong cord. Next thing you know, something might blow up. Okay, so I would just be like, yo, I had to put this on the list, man, because messy DJ booths really get me. And I've seen some really messy DJ booths that look like just really dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Just not safe at all. So this is, if it's a venue that you really want to play at, I'd bring it up to the owners and be like, yo, can we get this cleaned up? Can we change some stuff up? And if they're not down to work with you on that, man, I mean, you can stay if you want, but listen, like, again, I said, if the venue has a messy DJ booth, it's like just messy. You know what I mean? What do you think that bar looks like? What do you think the bathrooms look like? Okay, do they really care about the DJs? They can't clean up the booth for them? You guys are setting the mood for the night. Okay, so just my opinion, man. Think about that. Number 7, hecklers and other jealous DJs, okay? We've all experienced this. You're playing somewhere and you got old boy coming up who used to be a DJ back in the day when they didn't have controllers. All they play is on vinyl. And he just seems to have all the answers to your problems for the night for some reason. So while you're DJing, he's telling you what to play and telling you, oh man, we used to do this and do that. And I used to have a super deluxe 2000. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what that is, but back in my day. And keep in mind, they're telling you all this while you're DJing. You don't even know this guy. But apparently he's a veteran DJ. Oh, here's the one that gets me. Is when I meet DJs who say that they know big name people. Man, I know I'm with this and this and that, man. It's like, okay, you claim you're such a big name, but it's a Friday night and you're here talking to me. So I think you're lying. You know what I mean? So you're gonna meet hecklers like this all the time. People just want to just talk your head off. You know what I mean? Just want to know any and everything about you. They just want to have a little conversation with you while you're DJing at 1:30 in the morning. Turn the club up to some Yin Yang Twins. They just have the audacity to talk to you for some reason. You know what I mean? Just take a business card and sit your butt down. Let's talk later. Okay, I find it very disrespectful, you know, especially if you are clearly ignoring them. But I had to put this on the list because I know DJs go through it. And I see y'all up there DJing, y'all got these people in your ear and stuff. And usually they drunk or whatever. And y'all just kind of smile. But I know y'all don't like that. Because I don't like that. I know y'all don't like that. Number 6, drinks on the DJ booth. Oh my goodness, this is so dangerous. I'm talking about everybody else's drinks. Because if you got your drink, okay, if you spill it, that's on you. But y'all know those people who just like, they see a table and they just don't see the equipment there, but they just see a table and they just want to put their drink that's filled to the brim, Long Island filled to the brim, right on the table that's already kind of shaking because the sub cabinet's next to it. And they want to put it on the table, on the edge, and dance right in front of that table. You know what I mean? So, listen, bro, there's a lot of problems with that, bro. If y'all watching this video, please stop putting your drinks on the DJ table next to all that expensive equipment, bro. Stuff can spill. Even that, the condensation from the drink itself, all that ice in it, that water's coming down and is wetting up the table. Okay, a DJ, he knows where to put his drink. He got like a napkin or something to put on. He knows where to put his drink. But you putting your stuff, your beers, and whew, man, I had to put this on the list because this is really annoying. When I see it, I just literally just lean over. I tell people, hey, you can't put your drinks on the table. You can't do that, yada, yada. If they've already laid it down, I didn't catch them quick enough, I usually take the drink and just set it behind me or just throw it in the trash can next to me or something like that, pour it out. But it's like, bro, listen, you playing for the night, you got all that expensive equipment, you do not have time to get your stuff wet and dirty. You might hope, hey, get insurance. By the way, this brings up a good point. Get insurance for your DJ equipment because stuff can't happen like this. It really can happen where your stuff just could just get ruined, okay? So yeah, keep your drinks off the DJ booth, please. Number 5, gigs at sketchy towns, sketchy cities, sketchy areas. Listen, bro, I put this on the list because, bro, every venue ain't worth your time. Clubs get shot up, stuff go down at bars. You have to know where you're playing at. And I'm putting this on the list because of how music is kind of shifting nowadays. We all know that hip hop is like the most popular genre right now, you know what I'm saying? And within hip hop, for some reason, it's like a lot of gang related rap music, you know what I'm saying? And this gang related rap music is real stuff. here in Dallas, Texas, we have this Mo 3, Yellow Beezy, Trap Boy Freddy kind of thing going on, right? So if you're at a certain area in Dallas and you're playing Mo 3 or Trap Boy Freddy, you probably could get jumped. You know what I mean? Or, or vice versa. You play Mo 3 in the wrong area, you could possibly get jumped, or people are gonna say something to you and get very angry because it's the op. Okay, ain't nobody got time for that crap. Okay, this is why I recommend, bro, don't play at these sketchy places, bro. These places that are gang ridden with people who just about that BS. It ain't worth it. Listen, bro, would you rather, is it worth making a few $100s and being on the news the next morning? Or would you rather just spend your time somewhere else at a venue that's actually quality? You know what I'm saying? So again, there's a lot of DJs out here who just need the money because of, the virus and all that, and you struggling for cash and all that. You take anything you can get. But listen, man, if you could find something better, I wouldn't do it. Now, if you actually are into that stuff, this don't apply to you, because some of y'all down for that stuff. Hey, me personally, bro, I mean, you gotta think of yourself as valuable. Nobody really has time to play at a club that's ridden with gang members and doing all this BS stuff, and you can't play certain music because you might get jumped. Okay, look, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that at all. Stay away from these sketchy venues, bro. Number 4, managers, or we can also say booking managers, the people that book you or pay you, right? So the thing about this, like when you're doing this DJ stuff, this is why I'm gonna make another video about this too, but I really think that you should not rely on this as a main source of income unless you're signed to like a label and you know that your money's good with them, or I guess you just really have the connects like that. But as we've seen with the virus, stuff goes down and managers and promoters tend to want to favor certain people and keep them in the bookings. Okay, they switch things around sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Unless you got like a written contract, whatever. Well, even with that, things can change, but the DJ thing changes a lot. Keep good communication with your manager, okay, or the people that are booking you, and make sure that they are paying you what you want and when you need it, okay? Because nowadays a lot of people like to do the Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. I've experienced a lot of delays with people that do that kind of stuff, up to 2 weeks on one payment, right? I prefer getting the cash or a check. But if they're doing the Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, that kind of thing, make sure you stay on their butts, bro. For real. Get their number. Anytime you locked in with a venue, get the owner or the manager's number and lock in with him. Make sure that he's paying you what you want and when you want it, okay? Keep in mind, you guys are working together. You setting the mood for the night. He needs you to keep that club rocking. Make sure you stay on their butt about that. And also, like I said earlier about the booking part, about you getting the gigs, a lot of DJs out here kissing butt to keep their gigs, bro. I mean, you probably see it all the time, you know what I mean? If you've been in the DJ business, they kissing the bartender's butt, the door guy, they kissing everybody's butt to keep their gig. And I'm gonna make another video about this, and this is why I believe that you should, if you got a good day job or some kind of a different field, that's a field that's necessary, that you know you can get some money in, I would keep that, so that when stuff like this virus, or if people change their mind, you ain't one of these DJs who's on Instagram and on Facebook begging for money, begging for gigs, scraggling for cash because you ain't got no income. Okay, you want to make sure you're straight, because this performance art music field, it's already been proven that it's a field that can always go left. Okay, so you want to make sure you got your money straight before you jump into this wholeheartedly, okay? Stay on your manager's ass and make sure they pay you what you want and when you want. Number 3, empty venues. There's nobody here. Where everybody at? Where's everybody at? Bro, who wants to play at a venue and there's nobody there? Again, I get it. Maybe if they're paying you to play there, that's cool. But if you really just like think about it, bro, you DJing for other people. So if you're playing at venues that are just totally empty, like there's nobody there, like there's maybe like 10 people that show up at a bar or club that can fit almost 200. I mean, that's not really a good, especially if it's on the weekend, bro. If you really know that you're good at your craft and you really feel like you don't really need that DJ money, I will honestly use that time to go network and find other venues. Or maybe if you're the type of guy that can promote and build a venue, you know, maybe I would just give that time to build, you know, get a promotion team and build the venue so that it ends up being a packed night. But if you know you don't have that kind of pull and that experience, then I would just try to team up with some other promoters or just go to like another bar where there's more people. You know what I mean? Because there's a reason, especially if it's the weekend and you playing at a place that's not popping, there's a reason why it's not popping. It's probably not you. It's probably something with that venue, and you probably should not be affiliated with. Now, if it is you, then you need to practice and, you know, get your skills up. You gotta really pay attention to that. If it's the weekend, you live in a big city, you know what I mean? It's the weekend and the venue's just dead. It's something up with that venue, and I would probably try to disassociate with that place as soon as possible. Number 2, drunk, drugged up people. Okay, I had to put this on the list because, bro, this is like one of the things that just really gets on people's nerves, right? Drunk people coming up to the booth, they also be heckling you, getting on your nerves, putting their hands on you, spilling their drinks on you. Ain't nobody really got time for that, bro. And let me tell you, look, you have to always be professional. People are watching. I know. They nudged into you. Just wanna, they saying stuff to you, and trust me, I know y'all probably heard some racist stuff too. Come on. But I know that you really just want to deck them out, bro. I've been there. But you have to understand that people are watching. You're representing yourself as your brand, and you're also representing the club, their brand. So you don't want to be the tough guy and just, you know, go at the drunk person, yell at them back, cuss at them back, kill them with kindness, get the door guys or the bodyguards, whatever, security to take care of them. But don't be the tough guy who you just have to let it out. Now, if they actually putting hands on you, okay, you got to handle your business, you know, if you feel like you need to. But if they just kind of whatever, just get the security to get them off, man. Because again, you representing the bar, you representing yourself, and people are watching and people do talk. Your reputation is what's really gonna set your career around town. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Drunk people, look, they ask for requests, they all do this, all that. Just play along with them. Just play along with them. You know what I mean? Just smile. You know, because sometimes, bro, they just having a good time. Or if they're mad, if they see that you're in a good mood and they're mad, it can kind of put them in a good mood. And they might just leave you alone, you know what I'm saying? And whatever else. But look, kill them with kindness and be professional at all times. Number 1. And I'm pretty sure you guys already kind of knew this one. Song request. DJs do not like song requests. The reason why we don't like song requests is because DJs are not jukeboxes. Okay, you put money in the jukebox to get the song, right? Song requests are not, it's not really like a good thing, and it's not really a bad thing. You can learn a lot from your crowd if they request a song. Okay, if you got like maybe 1, maybe 2 song requests a night, that's okay, and you're playing along with it. Let's say, for instance, you're playing at a club and they request a Latin, or somebody requests a Latin song. You play the Latin song and you notice the whole club just starts going crazy. That might be a Latin crowd. Let's say that you request a song and nobody rocks out to it. Then you probably should not play off of that, okay? Usually people request songs just because they want to hear it. But if you're getting a lot of song requests a night, like a lot, it's probably a sign that maybe you're not reading the crowd as much. I mentioned a demographic. Let's say if you see a bunch of Latino people, right? But then you're playing Arabic music or Indian music, you're probably not reading the crowd. Okay, you probably want to switch up. You have to really understand the demographic. If you see maybe older people who maybe look like they rock with 80s, 90s music, you might not want to play Chief Keef and 21 Savage. You might want to switch it up to some Will Smith, you know what I'm saying? Maybe some Jay-Z, something like that, okay? Watch the crowd. If people ain't really kind of moving a little bit, if they're just like on their phones the whole time at a club, then you probably not playing the right stuff. So this is when you might get song requests from somebody that says, hey, can you play a little bit of this? And if you see the mood change, okay, now you understand what the crowd really wants, okay? But again, you know, DJs don't like getting this. They don't like getting song requests. It's like a big thing because I think to most DJs, it makes them feel like they're not doing their job, which, I mean, you probably aren't reading the crowd all the way. And sometimes it's probably not your fault because a lot of these places are really dark places, you know what I mean? You really can't, you know, as far as the lighting, you really can't clearly see who you're playing for. This way you have to kind of fill out the crowd a little bit. One recommendation is like, if you're playing for a venue that's already been around for a while, try to go, you know, check it out. Let's say you might be the next Friday or the next Saturday DJ. Go check it out on a Friday or Saturday and get a feel of the crowd. Mingle with the crowd, mingle with the people. See how the DJ kind of plays, and if it's dope, if he's doing it right, and you kind of feel like, okay, this is like a hip-hop, Latin EDM, a little bit of pop, play off of that, and I guarantee you will minimize all your song requests. Now, song requests are inevitable. You're gonna get them every once in a while, and if you get them every once in a while, it don't mean you're a bad DJ, but if you getting too many, it might mean that you're not really playing off of the crowd, okay? So just keep that in mind. But I had to put this on number one because this was really cuts deep. Now, especially when you're getting song requests like late in the night, bro, we do not like that. But again, if you get too many, you got to read the crowd, but you are going to get them every once in a while. So that's it, man. Those are my top 10 things that DJs hate. Hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully it was a fun video. Let me know what y'all think about it. What else I should talk about? What other top 10s I should talk about? And also, please make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel out. I'm trying to grow this page as much as possible. I also made music too, y'all. So check out some of the music I made, produced, and all this stuff. It's your boy DJ Kane. Thank y'all again for watching, and y'all have a good one. Yee!